Hey y'all, this is my first YouTube live streaming adventure 2018. So I'm going to be doing some sketches tonight from 7 to 8. I'll be taking requests, but for the next half hour I'm just testing out the waters. So I'm going to, it's my first time doing this on YouTube, so I don't really know what it's going to be like. But yeah, so I'm just going to work a bit on this illustration that I'm doing. I have to fill in the flats, which is long and boring work. So if you guys want to talk or say anything or anything like that, feel free to write it down in the chat below on the side. I'm not really sure where it is on YouTube. Anyway, and we'll hang out. Let's grab some purple here. Let's go with the darker one. I'm going to start off by filling in the flat colors for her hair. So for doing this on YouTube, I upped my game a little bit. I added other types of, I went to go look for the funnest free music I could possibly find, and I love funk so much. So I tried to find more funk style music over the techno-y style beats I had before, which aren't bad. It wasn't, I liked it before. It's just this feels more like me. It's more upbeat, and I like that. So yeah, I like to use the magic wand tool when I'm filling in colors. She's a fickle mistress, but when it works real well. Ooh, also, I'd like to mention, back in the day when I was listening to beats and stuff like that, when I would have the music set up on my on Facebook and all that, I always had it so that you can hear the music, but I can't. So I'd literally just be sitting there and I'm working in complete darkness. But now I get to hear my own beats too, so that's cool. I put in all the extra work this time around. And I changed my whole visual effects all around. Made everything look a little cleaner and feel more like all of my Patreon advertising and stuff that I do. I use the same styles of designs. Oops, wrong button. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Yeah, I still make minor mistakes here and there since I have a PC now instead of a Mac. Every now and then I'll push the wrong button. But I'm getting the hang of it, slow and steady. For those of you that follow me on Facebook, you must have seen that I had posted the other day that my drawing pen for my tablet, it collapsed in my hand. Hold on, I'll show you. I have all these pieces. And it's broken, unfortunately. It was the handle felt weird. I woke up in the morning and touched it and I was like, ugh. So I rubbed it off on my shirt. Just broke in half, and little metal pieces went flying everywhere, and I was like... So I got this new one, which is the exact same thing. Yeah, it's exactly the same. I think that it's a slightly thinner. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me just make sure that this whole thing is live. Privacy, public, category, entertainment. Yeah, looks all good. Just wanted to double check. Because I'm doing this on YouTube now. I mean, I used to have a lot of followers on Facebook. And I guess trying to get them to all move on to YouTube, it's not easy. I'm not really 100% sure how to get people to follow the links for this sort of thing. Let's fill this up with some color. Whoop. There we go. Maybe I can share the link of where I'm live streaming right now, because I've never done this before. I'm not really sure how to go about doing this sort of thing. Let's see. If I go to YouTube. I go to my channel. Oh, there we go. Turn this down. Oh, this is so meta, watching myself live stream. Now, here we go. Share on my Facebook. There we go. I also have like a new keyboard, and it's a gaming keyboard, and I don't play games. I thought that'd be cool because I could have like light up buttons, so at night when I'm working on Photoshop and stuff, I could like see all the buttons better. But it's so fragile, this keyboard. Like, I'll press one button and breathe too loud, and 5 buttons get pressed. It's just gonna take some getting used to. There we go. Alright, so let's get back to work doing this. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. So I decided to start calling my live streams I Love Sketchup, because a lot of my live streams that I do are mashups, and I love ketchup. Seriously, I do love ketchup. It's like one of my favorite things. And I was like, maybe it'll be ever so slightly clever if I call my live stream something like that. And so I did. The end. Come on now. There we go. Hey, Eric. Hey, yo. What's going on? Oh. Go back on Twitch. Really? Oh man, I don't know. Like, originally Twitch seemed like it was where it was at, but the problem is that I find like most people don't understand Twitch. You know, like, I'm not saying everyone doesn't. I'm just saying that like a lot of people don't. Like, unless they're hardcore gamers and stuff. Why, are you having a great time on Twitch right now? Plus, I feel like YouTube should be the king of doing this sort of thing. And everybody can go on YouTube. It's like the easiest channel to watch videos on. I understand. Yeah, but I mean, like, well, from your perspective, like, do you do all your live streaming on Twitch? Like, for when you're drawing? Yeah, just Twitch. Well, I'm doing the rounds. You know, like I did this on Twitch for about 2-3 months, and then I switched to Facebook for half a year, and now I'm gonna try YouTube for a little while. Plus, it's only like an hour of sketching every day. I feel like on Facebook or YouTube, the people on stop, but they don't really care about art. But that's me. Yeah, I guess I didn't really think about it that way. I mean, I suppose that Twitch has like a whole art community. Well, I don't know. I'll try it out. I'll see how it goes for like the next few months, and you know, if I prefer to do everything on Twitch, then I'll do everything on Twitch. But I gotta give YouTube its fair due. Just because it's easy access. Come on. There we go. The people that stop by. Ah. Yeah, I don't know. So then, what's YouTube normally used for? Just actually watching video, like full-length videos? Because gaming is for sure best on Twitch. My music's super loud. There we go. My big problem is that I can't show what I'm working most of the time, so I don't stream a lot. Yeah, I'm just always doing like commissions. It's rare that, like, I mean, I don't ever stream when I'm working on my comic, because I don't want to show anything to that either. But when I do commissions, I normally ask if it's okay before I do them. And actually, I've never had anybody say that I can't do it. Like, I feel like if somebody did, I'd probably be like, okay, well then I won't do it, and I'll just draw the next person in line's illustration instead. I mean, I guess I don't live stream any of like the 18 and up illustrations I do. You excited for Montreal Comic Con this year? You mean the good stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, very. Yeah, me too. I'm hoping they get a whole bunch of really cool artists there this year. I really want Scott Campbell to go. I'd love if Alex Ross could go. Adam Hughes. When they were asking, like, suggest people that you'd like to show up at this year's 10th anniversary of the Comic-Con, I put in tons of artists. Jim Lee. But of course, if Jim Lee went, I mean, he's also running DC, so that'd be like a... I think he'd show up as the guy running for DC over the guy as the artist. But you never know. But I wanted all that action. This year I'm trying to go to Fan Expo. I sent in my application and everything. So I guess we'll see how it goes. I would love to go to Fan Expo. It looks super fun. And I've never been before, so I don't know. We'll see. Whoops, that's not supposed to get filled in. Let's just remove this. Womp, 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 womp. Alright. But even this drawing I'm doing now, I'm gonna have to do an 18 and up version to it. A lot, like, some of the commissions I get are just 18 and up commissions, and I'll be like, yeah, right, and I straight up draw them, like, with clothes and not too intense or anything like that, because I try to think of an idea that works both ways, so I have more stuff at conventions. I want the artists to do panels too, not just stay at their tables. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like, if some of the artists are good at doing panels. Not every artist is as extroverted as you and I. But for those that are, it'd be sweet. I'd love to see some panel. Oh, I always say that. I'm always like, oh, I'd love to see this panel. I'd love to see that panel. And then in the future when it happens, I'm at my table all day drawing. I don't have time to like run around and do stuff, unfortunately. Yeah. Sometimes you just only notice stuff when you're filling in the flat colors. Whoops. What's going on here? There we go. Whoops. There we go. Alright. I always love to add tons of details to things. Which is very counter what a lot of things in anime do. But I love doing it, and I'm starting to get the hang of it, like mixing up American and Western and Eastern art styles. Yeah, but you do a shitload of sketch art at the con. I do so much sketch drawings at the conventions. It's ridiculous. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had done a mini convention. And at that convention, I showed up because it was like the only time I ever did this, but I showed up with stuff not to, I showed up with my drawing stuff, but essentially I showed up with things for, to sell, because I have like a whole bunch of collectibles and stuff like that, and at the little convention I wanted to sell some stuff so that I could pay off like a new computer. And when I went, I had like a few people that are like, oh, can you do like some drawings or some sketches for me? And I'm like, no, not at this convention. And I felt so bad about it because I love doing them so much. It's like the only time I get to draw by hand, so I really, really love taking on-the-spot sketch illustrations. They're so much fun. I don't know if I'm going to remove this sector of purple. I'm going to get rid of it, see how it looks, and then probably leave it on because it seems like it's too much purple to be removed. Yeah, it is too much. Okay, hold on. Let me just... I can make it a little wider on the line art. Let's just go like this. Whoop. There we go. That'll be nice. That'll work perfectly. Whoops. There we go. There we go. Do you have a lot of new pieces for this convention? Yeah, man. A lot of new ones. I decided to stop using a sketchbook to show off all my artwork, and I printed on like 11x17s with like tons of little drawings on it because it's easier for people to see. I guess like I'm gonna start filtering through a lot of my artwork too. Like normally I have one of my books that's full of my liquidation artwork, so it's like artwork that's older that I'm not gonna print more of. And that book is gonna be, it's the only book I'm gonna have that's a book with artwork in it, and other than like my prints. And it's gonna have a lot in it this year because I have too many new things, and I should focus more on my new stuff anyway. But there's like some classic old things that I've done that I love so much, like it's never gonna go away, like my classic Venom, Carnage, things like that. Even like my Deadpool with a water gun drawing I did. That drawing's always really popular, so I'll probably just keep printing it. Maybe one day I'll redraw the exact same illustration, but with my art style of today. Oh man, after this drawing I'm doing right now, I got another contract illustration, and it's a big one. Like, I charge a lot for it because it's Transformer oriented, but I get to draw Devastator. And that is going to be a really, really awesome drawing. I love Devastator so much, so when I was offered the opportunity to illustrate him, I definitely jumped at that chance. But yeah, I'll have a whole bunch of new illustrations. It's going to be cool. How about yourself? Like you said, you never really do a lot of... Well, I guess I don't go on Twitch, so I can't tell if you do a lot of drawings. I've seen you with a couple of new ones that you're posting on Facebook here and there. Come in. Almost there. Yeah, I have about 10 new for this year. I mostly work on my comic book too. Yeah, man. Oh my gosh, doing your own comic takes so much time. Like I just finished. Like I have my what's it called there? The mock-up, like the proof or whatever, and this is like for my 4th one, and man, like just like anyway, it's so much work. It takes me a year to draw a comic, and just, you know, like when you're doing it all alone, it's the time it takes. But even like my trips to the print shop, I've been doing a lot of them because I keep forgetting something. Like I'll do it all, and then I'll make one. Like, I'll make a proof, and then I'll check it out, and then I'll be like, okay, well, I forgot to put this, I forgot to put this, I want to change this. So then you gotta go over it again. And this is after going over it like a million times before printing it. It's just there's some things you only notice when you print it. So I've had to print it twice, which is the first time ever for me, because normally I print it out once, I'll go over it like crazy. But this time, like, I had to print it 2 times because I had so many, like, different, like, just things that I wanted changed on it. But they're not like huge changes, but they're enough that I wanted to go over it again. But that's what it is, man. Working on your own comic. But down the line, it's definitely worth it. Like, I'd rather be known for drawing my comic and for my comic than doing my pinup illustrations that I do for people. I mean, I love doing pinups too. It's just, I'd rather work on my comic. Or pinups in my comic, which I started doing a few of, which reminds me I need to do more of them. I only have like 4 for Montreal Comic Con. I'd like to have 1 more, but with that Devastator drawing that I'm going to be doing, I don't know, man. Devastator's probably going to be the last illustration I can do before Montreal Comic Con. Just thinking about it sounds... I feel like Optimus Prime in the old animated series when he like looks up at Devastator. And he's got to take him out. Of course, it's the Dinobots that go up against him real good. There we go. I believe that's everything on that one. So just gotta go through here, I guess. Oh, that. Let's get rid of the purple here. Mine won't be ready for this con, though. Mine. Well, how many pages is yours? Like, are you going for individual issues, or are you trying to make like a full trade paperback? Because if you're trying to make a full trade paperback, man, it's going to take you a long time before you're ready. 102 pages. Yeah, that's a trade paperback, man. That's intense. I should have my trade paperback for next year's Montreal Comic Con, because I finished my 4th issue, and this over the next year, like 2018-19, I'll finish issue 5, which will put me at 100 pages on the dot. And then I have all these character designs, and I'll have a bunch of pinups and stuff I can add into it with sketches, because I like adding that sort of stuff, because me myself getting like a comic book from somebody, or especially if it's like an artist that I like from, like, you know, at a convention or whatever, I love to see their sketches, so I will put a whole bunch of stuff like that in the back, so it should end up being about 150 pages when my comic's complete. And that's only the first 5 issues. I have another 5 issues to do, which will take me another 5 years. It's all done, just waiting on the prints. Really? And it won't be done in time for the Montreal Comic Con? Man, when did you send it out to get printed? Normally, that stuff only takes like a week or 2. Like, even when you're doing perfect binding and you want to have it printed out like that. I've done it before. When I was younger, I used to be president of the comic book club at my college, and I made a couple of trade paperbacks back then. And it never, well, I mean, it can take up between a week to 2 weeks to have them made. But I guess it depends where you're having them done. I mean, if you're gonna get all your stuff done somewhere like, I don't know, if you're gonna have like your prints made like in America and then shipped here, that for sure takes up time. But I mean, it can like guarantee you quality too. The place that I get my individual comic books printed is really, really a good place for doing individual comics. Like, they really know what they're doing for packaging. But I don't know if they're good with perfect binding. I just know they're good with saddle stitch, which is like the standard comic book. And perfect binding is what they use for trade paperbacks. Oh no, the book will be released this fall. Oh, is it, wait a minute. Is it your comic that you made yourself? I think they're printing it in China. Yeah, okay. Like, is it your characters, your story, like it's 100% your thing? Or are you working with a company to make it? Both. Oh, so it's like a joint project. Alright. And so you're gonna, like, is it an actual publishing company that you brought it to? Yeah, okay. It's my stuff, but published by a publisher in Montreal. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Oh, man, that's cool. Well, congrats, man. That's really great. I looked into getting my stuff like published by a publisher at one point when I was younger, and I showed it to a few places, and all the places wanted it. Like, they wanted a percentage, like they wanted to own it, and I just couldn't do that. Anyway, I don't like the fact that I have to sell my idea. But this was 5 years ago. So, for sure things have changed too at this point. I should probably look into doing, like, into publishing companies again. Because it costs an arm and a leg to get things published. But I don't need to tell you that, you probably know. Do you do everything in your comic yourself as well? Like, is it you that, I guess, well, you would have co-wrote it and then done the sketch, line art, coloring, and inserted the text. Did you do the packaging too, that you like send off to China? gosh, it's really, really hot in my apartment. Luckily, my girlfriend just got home, so I'm going to politely ask her to turn on the air conditioning for me, because I'm dying over here. Could you please turn the air conditioning on for me? It's really hot. And now my cat is going crazy. Alright, food time. Take care. You too, man. Boom. Hair flats, all flattened. Ooh, that's a lot of hair. Okay. After that, I guess I should put in some of her eye, like her eye color. Yeah, let's do the eyes. Boom. There we go. One eye and eye number 2. There we are. Let's lock up that layer. Now white. She doesn't really have a lot of white on her. She got the little plus sign. So that's good. Let's grab that. Those look like gray, but I'm gonna fill it up with white anyway. If it's metallic, I'll fix it. I'll fix it afterwards. Fun thing about filling in the flat colors is you don't really need to pay too much attention to the color you're doing. Afterwards, it's very easy to change all the colors. It's just putting the colors down that takes the time it takes. Excuse me. Well, I'm about to be taking the requests. Because this is my first time on YouTube doing it, I don't know how many people are watching me right now. Hey, hope I'm not late. No! Welcome to the party, pal. I'm about to start taking requests. But I was going to wait like a few minutes because it's my first time doing it on YouTube and not a lot of people know that. And I shared it on my main pages, but I don't know how well it's shared. So, I don't know. I'll probably wait like another 5 or 6 minutes before I take requests, just to let people come in. Now, extras. Alright, well, extras is gonna have to be, I guess, maybe this lighty up bluey color here that I have. And I'll add that. Oh no, she's got more white on her. Let me just grab this, go back up to white. That little plus. Almost forgot to add the plus. Sorry, y'all. I'm just gonna ask my girlfriend a quick question. There we go. All right, I'm back. It's fun that I can hear my own music now. That is definitely an improvement from before. Especially when I draw for like an hour or two, and it'd be like 2 hours and there's just silence. This is sweet. Alright, I think I'm gonna... extra... maybe... extra one, I'll take like metallic like pieces. Let me make this a little more purple. Bring this down like that. Now. I won't leave it as metallic. These will be the things that a lot of it lights up. Sweet. Alright, it's 7:10. I'm gonna fill in this one little area here, and then I'm gonna do my first drawing of the day. Oh gee, I forgot to open it up in Photoshop already. I was so busy today, like trying to get YouTube to work properly and then working hard in this illustration to finish my line art, that things that I forgot to do for, well, there's a lot of things I had to think about, I guess. Streaming on a new thing. A new web page. It's a lot of work. There we go. Alright. Let's just fill that in a little more properly. There we go. And that's going to be it for now. So in case you are wondering, this character's name is Purple Heart from Hyperdimension Neptunia. Alright, let me just... Here we go. That was last week's. Let's open a new folder. I love Sketchup, #1. Alright, so if you have anything that you'd like to see me draw today, write it in the comments. I'll wait till I get a few comments written down of what you'd like me to draw you, and I'm down to draw anything pretty much, just as long as it's nothing that's 18 and up. But just write down what you'd like to see. And I love doing mashups, so if you have like an idea for a mashup, by all means, write it down. If not, and you know, just write anything. Or anything. Something that you'd like to see me draw. Are OC okay? Well, if I have reference, yes. I don't mind doing an OC as long as I have reference. But it's possible that if somebody else mentions another idea, that I'll do a mashup between your OC and that other idea. Alright. Let's just fill that color in. But yeah, I can't make a drawing of an OC if you send me text. But I guess if you wanted to say, oh, I would like this girl or guy that's like half this animal and half that animal and get in there, then I guess I could just make something up. But I mean, I'm not gonna read like an entire biography, like I'm just doing sketches here. But yeah, it's totally okay. Yeah, I have one, and yeah, I'm fine with that. And I'm fine with that. Cool. Sounds good. So, what would you like me to draw you? What's your OC? I just gotta say that I'm loving these new beats that I have on here. All this sweet funk, it's totally where it's at. I'm gonna put that there. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna put this line here for sure. Oh, what the front door? That's weird that that did that. Alright, let's do this again. There we go. So just write it down in the comments if you got that OC you want me to draw of yours. I also love that sweet beat. I put a whole bunch of sweet beats. And like I was saying earlier, I can hear them now, which is awesome. So awesome. I love being able to hear my sweet beats. Yeah. This sweet beat that's playing right now. This is like the song it would play in an anime when the characters are trying on bathing suits. Well, it won't let me from here. Oh no! That's weird. Okay, oh, well just write it down. Like, let me know. Like, explain to me what your character's like. And I'll just make it up from the old me old noggin. So that's definitely issue number one about live streaming on YouTube. I thought it'd be super fun, but the fact that you can't share links on YouTube is weird. That's better. So we're this little line bugs me. Let's just erase that. There we go. Like, seriously, just describe your character to me, and then I'll start working on it. Or again, you know, if like you have an idea of something that you'd like to see me draw, just tell me. Okay, she's a Nico girl with a sassy attitude, sassy personality, sassy look. Maybe her style's super sass. Does she have a tail other than the ears? Does she have a human-like face? Or is her face more like a cat's? Like, is it really like anthropomorphic? I can send it on Patreon. Yes, to all three. Alright. Oh no. Why would that do that? Let's just grab this, fill that in, and I'll deal with the rest of you later. Save. Here we go. Alright, so let's see here. Let me start off by... Sure, send it on Patreon. Put it on, I put like a little thing that says, going live with an exclamation mark. Just, you can send the link under that, like where you can comment. Just put it there, that way I don't have to like dig through my whole Patreon to try and find your comment. Perfect. Whoops. There we go. I accidentally pressed the space bar and it like scrolled down and I couldn't read any of my messages. Alright, all good. I found your reference picture. And actually, I remember now because I drew your character a few times. That head's too big. No, I got a better idea for a drawing. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. one knee here, put our other knee over here. Tail back here. Now let's see, just look at that reference real quick. Awesome. Alright, so I think she's got two. Yeah, she does. Just want to make sure there's not anything I'm missing. No, all good. Down a bit. I feel like it's a little too high. There we go. Alright, let me just lower the opacity down a bit, and I'll do a nicer sketch on top of my really rough sketch. Let's lower the opacity a bit more than that. There we go, that's much better. Some of this. My tablet's not working super well anymore, and so every now and then it does something, like it just puts like a giant across my screen, so I gotta be careful while I'm drawing. Oh my gosh, this music I got's so hilarious. And super sweet! give her some claws. Let's give this kitty some claws. Actually, just bring that down a little bit like that. That's better. Change up her hand. I don't like it like that. But foist, let's just erase some of this. That hand's okay. It's this one that I don't like. Oh no, I'm erasing the sketch by mistake. There we go. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's just fuse most of my layers so I don't have this problem anymore. Okay, there we go. That's better. I'd rather our hand be coming towards us, the viewer. Go. Well, my music's on random, and I only went out to find like 15 or 10 different songs. I'm gonna have to go out and get more. And more like this one. Man, this one is hardcore. Hardcore awesome. Say she has a little bell. Super cute already. Thank you so much. Love this so far. Thank you. Man, these sweet beats. I love them so much. There we go. Let me just get a good look at this character's hair. Perfect. Not so. I like the new frame too. Thanks! I made it to resemble my stuff that I use on all my Patreon accounts. No, let's not do that. I don't mind adding a couple little poofs, but not too many. Thing so that it looks like her ears are moving around. My brush is too big. Alright, so I'm going to be taking another request really soon. If anybody has any requests or any kind of drawings that they'd like to see me do, just write it in the comments. It's free drawing requests for all. I have enough time for one more for sure, so if I have more than one person mention a request, then I'll end up mashing them up. Let me just lower this down. I'm actually going to fill in her ears here. Just fill in her tail too, like this. So yeah, if you have any requests that you like or any sketches that you'd like to see, just write them down in the comments. Let's get rid of that sketch. Delete. Raven, Teen Titans. Okay, so I've got Raven from Teen Titans. Anyone want to add on to that? Love it, man. Thank you. Oh, it's my pleasure. So I've got Raven from Teen Titans that I'm going to draw next. Is there somebody else that wants to add to that? I'm going to mash it up. So if you're saying Aliens or Terminator or Predator, and those are the three that popped in my head, all Fox licenses. Wait, is Terminator a Fox license? I don't remember anymore. Anyway, whatever. Anything, like, just if you want me to add to it, let me know. Like, write it down in the comments. What would you like to see me draw you right now? And I will do a sketch for you. Alright, so this is looking pretty much done. Let me just put a little bit of highlighting anime style along there. How about 02? 02. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Okay. Just out of curiosity, what is the name of your OC? Alright, let me just look up. Actually, I kind of know what Raven looks like by heart, I think. I'm just gonna write OC for now then. Put that away. Okie dokie. Very rough sketch. Alright. Let me just move this head. I think that the head is not in the right spot. I'm gonna put it about there. I'll be able to put a longer neck. For a second when I saw 02, I was thinking Zero from Mega Man. Oh, wait a ticket. I'm gonna make that. Just check out Darling in the Franxx real quick. Good reference. let's lower this down and go over it. I think I'll do a little bit of a better job, like this. Nice. Thank you. I'm going to use a different layer for her hair on the off chance that I have a bit of trouble here. Let's make this brush a little bigger. It's too big. That should be okay. There we go. Just lower my sketch down a little more. Still a little bit too dominating. And there we go. Dang. It's because I made her head too small. Alright, hold on. Let's make all of this a little bit bigger. Make it going down instead. Whoops. That's way too big of an eraser. There we go. it's on one side. Alright, I've messed this up. I didn't know it was like that. These. Let's do that on another layer. Thank you. Outstanding piece. Thanks. Azeroth. What does Raven say? Azeroth, Metreon, Zinthos. Azeroth. Metreon. Great job. Thanks. Azeroth, Metreon. Nice work. Thank you. Well, I'm coming to the end of this sketch adventure for this Tuesday, but expect me on at the same time next Tuesday. It's an hour every single Tuesday. And now that I'm trying to get this to try it out, see how it works on YouTube, it's my first time. So, if y'all could click that like button and that subscribe button. Look at me, just like one of those YouTube people. With all my like and subscribes, because apparently the more people you have subscribing, the bigger your channel gets and the more stuff you can do, which just sounds awesome, because I like stuff. I like being able to offer as much as I can, and free I say, if only I didn't have to pay the rent. But other than the rent, I try to give out as much for free as I can. Speaking of paying the rent, I have my Patreon link like I always do, as well as my DeviantArt, my Facebook, all that sort of stuff where you can follow me. And everything that I offer out on Patreon, normally I'll end up giving it out to everybody, but it could be like a year or a year and a half later, so I will give it, it just takes the time it takes. And today was really fun. I got to do this 0-2 mashup with Raven from Teen Titans. I also got to draw an OC, so Kitty Girl. And let me just delete this little sketch. And Raven mixed with 0-2, which was super sweet. I like to imagine too that her legs here are bare legs, like she's wearing a suit, but not here, because that's Raven style. Lady Legacy, if you will. Yeah, I imagine her like long pink hair has got all like those claws that dig into people, like what Raven's able to do. That'd be cool. And all her magic would look like blue because of her alien-ness. Or, you know what, I haven't watched enough of the show, so I wouldn't know. But I'll add a little bit of blue to her eyes, that'd be cool. Before I completely call it a day. Why not? Let's see here. And if you're thinking, wait a second, shouldn't you make that in red? Because I know that she's got a lot of red on her in that show, and her eyes are red, I believe. Well, when Raven's eyes become all red, it's because she's becoming all evil. So, if 0-2 would become all evil, wouldn't everything become all blue? Man, that last beat. I gotta find more songs like that on the free websites, because that is sweet, that music. Alright. Azeroth, Metreon, Darling. Done and done. So that was super fun. And, you know what it's like to be the bad man. To be the sad man. Whoops. Alright, let me just copy this over. So, I will see you all next Tuesday. It's been super fun. Have an awesome day and night, and I'll see you in the future. Goodbye!